So sometime the benzoic acid, then sodium benzoate, methyl paraben are also added at the appropriate in appropriate concentration, right? But otherwise there is no need of any incorporation of preservative, because syrup is itself as a, it work as a itself preservative, right? Then after formulation, these are the formulation, right? Then storage of syrup means how to store it, right? In dark place, in light, then how much temperature should needed for it, right? So all about we are studied here, that is storage of storage of syrup. The syrup should store in a well stopped bottle in a cool dark place, right? Means always it is very necessary to store the syrup in well stopped bottle. Stopped means bottle has having stoppered water bottle should be used, and recommended for placing in cool and dark place, right? Then, and the storage temperature should not exceed more than 25 degrees centigrade. Means we should store the syrup up to the 25 degrees centigrade, up to 25 degree centigrade, not more than 25 degrees centigrade, right? Otherwise there is a happening of decomposition of content of syrup, or other darkness of syrup, or other instability may be occurred, right? Then the closure are made up of white propylene, polypropylene molded, or black thermosetting plastic screw, right? And the bottle should having a closure, right, with closure, and that closure should be made up of white polypropylene molded or dark thermosettling plastic screw, right? So this is the name of closure, right? This bottle may be colorless or amber color, right? This bottle and the bottle where we stored the syrup, that should be colorless or either amber color, right? If we use the light sensitive drug, that time you need to amber color container, right? Amber color container, because it protect the syrup from the light, right? Or sometime colorless also. So this is the all regarding the storage of syrup, right? So there is a our end of syrup preparation from the liquid meant for internal administration, right? So afterward, our elixirs. This is the also another preparation from the monophasic liquid dosage form, which is generally given by internally, right? So elixir are a clear sweetened aromatic hydroalcoholic liquid intended for oral use. Intended for oral use means as like syrup and mixture, it is also intake orally, right? Means drink it internally, right? So then syrup is a clear means transparent, sweetened, having a sweet taste, aromatic means some flavor also here, that is aroma also here. Then hydroalcoholic means there is a presence of alcohol also. Hydroalcohol is, right, water soluble alcohol here, right? And liquid intended for oral use, are used for the oral use, right? So this is the small definition of or meaning of elixir. Some main ingredient of it, right, means which kind of ingredient are incorporate in elixir, right? So let's see the ethyl alcohol, water, glycerin, propylene glycol, flavoring agent, coloring agent, and preservative. There is a hydroalcoholic means alcohol, it contain alcohol, right? Ethyl alcohol, it contain ethyl alcohol. Then some flavoring agent, then sweetening agent, coloring agent, glycerin, sometimes glycerin also used as a sweetening agent, right? Then some preservative also incorporated here, right? our types means elixirs. The elixirs are divided into two types, that is medicated elixir and non-medicated, right? Medicated elixir and non-medicated. As like our syrup, there is a medicated syrup and flavored syrup, in which there is a medicated syrup and non-medicated syrup. Medicated syrup means that contain some particular drug, some particular property, some specific property of drug, right? And the non-medicated means our flavor and vehicles are the non-medicated elixirs, right? Or sometimes it is called as a flavored elixirs. So then in medicated elixir, certain a potent content of it content a potent drug, that is antibiotic, antihistamine and sedatives, right? Means the antihistaminic, then antibiotic and sedative drugs are incorporated in medicated elixirs, right? For the therapeutic, pharmacological action or therapeutic action or medicinal action, right? So but in non-medicated syrup there is a use of only flavors and vehicles, and that help to gives a flavor to the, or it possesses a flavor of flavored elixirs, right? Okay. Then medicated and non-medicated, as like our syrup. Medicated means drug like antibiotic, antihistamine and sedative drugs are generally delivered in the form of elixirs, and non-medicated means that contain a flavor only, are also called as a non-medical, that is vehicle, or act as a vehicle, right, for the other preparation. Then formulation of elixirs. After that, the formulation of elixir, and how to formulate, that is which kind of excipients, adjuncts or material we have to need to prepare or a formulation of elixirs. That is as like our mixture and syrup, there is also use of a vehicle and some adjuncts. So let's see, start with the vehicle. Okay. Then elixir are made up of water, alcohol, syrup, glycerin, sorbitol, then propylene glycol, right? Propylene glycol means these things are used as a vehicle here. By using this kind of vehicle we can formulate the elixir, right? That is water, either it is water, alcohol, syrup means sometimes simple syrups are used as a vehicle for the preparation of elixirs. Then glycerin, sorbitol, propylene glycol here, right? Then water is used for the dissolving the ingredient of elixirs, right? Water used for the dissolving the ingredient of elixir, that means it act as a vehicle. We can commonly use for this water as a vehicle here, right? Then flavoring agent contain essential oil is easily soluble in alcohol, right? If we need to add flavors in elixir, right, that time the presence of alcohol, or if we used vehicle as a alcohol, that time it is very become very easy for dissolving of flavoring agent into the alcohol, because flavoring agent contain a various kind of volatile oil, and volatile oil are easily soluble in the alcohol rather than the water, right? So it's become a one plus point, right, if we add alcohol as a vehicle for the elixir, right? Then the alcohol added in a concentration of 5% to 40% weight by volume to make a clear solution. If we make a alcohol based elixir, that time we need to add the alcohol in concentration 5 to 40% for make a clear solution, right? For making a clear solution, if we not get a clear solution, that time we can add the alcohol from between this percent or this concentration, and we will get a clear solution, right? Those drugs are not suitable soluble in water, then the glycerin, sorbitol and propylene glycol are used as a vehicle, right? Means when the water used, and when glycerin or non-water solve vehicle we should use, right? Means whenever we suppose we formulate a medicated elixir, and that particular medicament that does not dissolve in or soluble in the water, that time we have to choose the non-water vehicle like a glycerin, sorbitol and propylene glycol, right? So it is depend on the selection of vehicle, it is depend on the properties or character of our medicament, right? So there is no specification of any vehicle, right? So it is depend on the drug activity property of drug, whether it is soluble or not, right? Then for example, there is one example from the vehicle, that is paracetamol is slightly soluble in water, so it is a dissolved in a mixture of alcohol, propylene glycol and glycerin to mass make a clear solution, right? Means paracetamol, if you try to dissolve the paracetamol into water, that time we we will get a unclear solution. Means some portion of paracetamol are dissolved but some portion are doesn't dissolve, means we get a means that paracetamol is a slightly soluble and we make a form a unclear solution, right? Unclear solution. That time for making a clear solution, that particular preparation is dissolved in either mixture of alcohol, then glycerin or propylene glycol to make that elixir clear, right? That is means paracetamol elixir, right? Then afterward there is adjuncts, right? Then as like our previous preparation, there is also use of chemical stabilizer, then coloring agent, then flavoring agent and preservative. You know this working of this kind of excipient, that is for the stability purpose we can we have used the chemical stabilizer, then coloring and flavoring agent necessary for the improving the palatability of preparation. Means it make the our preparation attractive, colored, right, or very acceptable by pediatric patient and elderly patient, right, or any age group patient, right? And the preservative is used for the preserving the or storage the our preparation, right? Means this kind of preparation also help to improve the stability of preparation, right? Then so let's start with the chemical stabilizers, that various kind of chemical are mixed in elixir as a stabilizer to prevent the darkness of it. Means there is a one big problem regarding the elixirs. If your preparation is not stable, that time it become a dark. It become a dark, means its color become changes, right? That's why it is a one type of instability problem, right? Means if the color of elixir is become changed, that means it is a one type of instability, sign of instability, right? So that due to this there is a very necessary to add a stabilizer here, right? Then for one example is here, in neomycin elixir citric acid is added to adjust the pH between the 4 to 5, right, for the preventing the darkness. Means darkness happening due to the instability. Means if our pH of drug are not proper, that time also chances of happening the instability, that is darkness, right? Means there is one example in neomycin elixir. Means neomycin is a one kind of antibiotic, right? In are also antibiotic, most of antibiotics are given in the elixir form. That time in neomycin elixir there is a very necessary to add a citric acid as a stabilizer. That citric acid maintain the pH, means required pH, that is the 5 to 4 to 5. If and in this pH our stability maintain, right? And preparation become not dark, right? That's why very necessary to add citric acid in neomycin elixir. Then there is a one second example also, disodium mediated add in the above to prevent the decomposition of neomycin here, as like preventing the uh, instability for adjusting the pH of the neomycin. That time also the citric acid used, and for the prevention of decomposition of neomycin, since neomycin is decomposed by this some atmospheric effect or a temperature or whatever that, right? And that decomposition, that is degradation, are prevented by adding the disodium mediated, that is also act as a stabilizer here, as like citric acid, right? So it is all about the these are these two example for your better understanding regarding stabilizer here, right?